I wanted to update you on my project car. This is an S13 with an SR20 swap. I'm going to show you around a little bit. I'm going to show you exactly what I've got planned for it and the mods that I already have. I know I haven't been posting a whole lot on this car, and that's why I'm doing this, because I've got some new people here and I've got some old people that have been asking me to do videos on this. So here it is. I'm going to show you what I've got in it and what my plans are. The engine bay is a little bit dirty, but this is an SR20 black top. I've got a T28R turbo on it. It's got HKS 550 injectors, and what I'm doing right now, it's got an intercooler in the front, obviously. Right now I'm installing this oil cooler, and that's a whole little project going on, and I've got these lines right here which I'm making, and I'm doing a video on this right now, so I'm going to show you how to install an oil cooler and how to make the lines. Here's the next upgrade I've done. These are Cadillac CTSV brakes from a 2004 Cadillac CTSV. It's about a 4,000 pound car. These brakes actually stop this car fantastically, and that's why I did them. I've got a video on this. I've got some very dirty Tane Flex A coilovers on here. They're high quality, but I don't like the valving that they're set up with currently. It's got a custom paint job, which I really like. It's I'm not exactly sure what the name of the color is, but I've got the color if anybody's interested in that. I've got RPF1 NKs. They're 17x9 offset 22. I think they look great. They're super light. They're actually fantastic wheels. I've done a battery relocation right over here. This is awesome. This works great. Good to get it out of the engine bay. Let's go to the interior. All right, this is a Sparco Evo seat. It's a legit seat. It's the real deal. I really like it. Over there is a fake bride. I need to get rid of that. I've got some Defi gauges. I'm not exactly sure what you call them or how to pronounce them. And then I've got an Apex I FC Commander in here as well to take care of the tuning. And of course, I've got this very nice Nardi steering wheel. It's got a clean dash. The dash is not cracked. How cool is that? How often do you see no cracked dash? I'm pretty happy with that. So the interior is pretty clean, and I'm basically doing a street build with a little bit of drift, and that's sort of the plans for the car. I want to keep it really clean. Oh, it's got these mirrors too. These little funky cut mirrors. So I want to do a street drift build. The car runs really well right now, which is kind of nice because it wasn't before. I've also got a BMS exhaust on it, which I think sounds great. I think it sounds awesome. It's got a MagnaFlow muffler on it. So let me tell you about my plans. I want to be able to drive this thing perhaps on a daily basis. One of the next mods I'm doing is some heat. This thing has no heat, it has no AC, and in Southern California that is, it's rough because it can get so hot here. I just talked about the oil cooler, which I'm doing. I'm doing this for reliability, obviously. I'm going to get an oil temperature gauge in here too. I think that's really important, especially if you're tracking the car. This thing is not pushing a lot of boost right now. I've got about 1.5 bar in it, about 15 PSI. I'd like to get more power out of this, which means going to HKS, probably 1000 HKS injectors. I'm looking to get about 350 to 380 out of it. Right now it dyno's at 280. It's very reliable. I want to keep things reliable, but I definitely need to get bigger injectors because the duty cycle on these is pretty maxed out at this point. It's got a welded diff, which is, frankly, I'm not real fond of it. I know it's great for drifting, but I do want to drive this around the city. It sucks getting into the driveway here. I think I'm going to break some axles, so I've got a Nismo 1.5 way that I'm going to put in here, and that's on the installation list. I'm going to do a video on that. In addition, right now it just has the stock rear brakes. Not real happy with those because I can lock up the fronts at like 100 miles an hour with sticky tires and the back is doing nothing, so I need to bring the bias back. I know you're going to say throw in a brake bias valve. That won't work, and here's why. Because all you can do is you can take bias away from the back, but you can't add more bias to the back when there's nothing to give here, basically. So I need bigger brakes in the back so I can actually, have the setup properly. A brake bias valve is just going to adjust front to back. I don't want to, this is not stopping me the way it should. I've got cars with much better brakes, so that's big on my list. I like safety. So I'm going to put an LSD in here. I'm going to put the brakes in, And then that's pretty good. That's sort of where I want it to be, and the seat as well. Make this thing a little bit more of a daily driver type car, because I like driving it around. I love this car actually, and those are my plans for it. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I know I haven't seen a lot of you guys before, and if you're new to Instagram, if you come from Instagram, welcome as well. My name is Eric. This is RevMatchTV. I've got a news show every Monday at 11 a.m. where I cover the news and also what's going on social media. So hey, if you guys want to subscribe, just hit the button right over there and the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.